Hi again, I'm jamaicawinship, and I made this video for some of my friends who told me they wanted to start juicing but they didn't know where to start. They weren't sure how to get from point A, with a bunch of veggies on the counter, to point B, with a green delicious juice. They also had a lot of misconceptions about juicing, and after hearing their frustration and confusion, I decided it was time to help. So I made this video to accomplish two things. Number one, talk about some common juicing mistakes and how to fix them. And number two, show you the benefits of juicing and why I think you should try it, or at least not give up if you've had some bad luck. Warning, this is not a comprehensive how to make a juice video, but if that's what you're looking for, I've got some of those too, and I'm happy to share them with you. You can email me at jamaica@thehealthycornerstore.com, and I'll email you some really helpful juicing videos. So let's dive in and clear up some common misconceptions about juicing. The biggest mistake I see is people making smoothies, but calling them juice. Smoothies and juices are two totally different things. The difference is this. Smoothies are made in a blender by blending ingredients together. Juices are made in a juicer by extracting juice from your ingredients and discarding the fiber. I've had countless friends tell me they are juicing every day using their Magic Bullet, Super Bullet, Ninja, or some other random gadget. That's not juicing. That's making a smoothie. Do you see the difference? You've got the blender on the left making a smoothie, juicer on the right making a juice. For a long time, it used to bug me that my super smart friends were so confused about what I thought was a simple concept. And then I realized it wasn't their fault. I blame evil marketers for trying to provide one-size-fits-all solutions, be everything to everybody, and mislead people just to make a sale without considering what is really in your best interest. Here's what I mean. Vitamix has a page on their site that has all kinds of juice recipes. Blendtec has a juice setting on their blender control dashboard. There are even juicers that have smoothie attachments. Those are just blank juicing screens with no holes that keep everything inside the machine to make a smoothie. There are also juice bars popping up everywhere, and they'll have 31 smoothies on their menu and just a few juices. The problem is people are calling things juices that are actually smoothies. You might think that it's not such a big deal. We're talking about juicing, not world hunger, pollution, or the economy. But juice confusion can cause some problems, and if you're not aware of these issues, it could sabotage your journey and make juicing impossible. So now what? I'll clear things up and get you on the path to juicing successfully right away. Here's what I see people doing that sabotages their juice. They take a juice recipe, put the ingredients in their blender bullet or some other blending machine, and then they wonder why their juice tastes like dirt. It's because those ingredients were never meant to be blended together or in those proportions. For example, if you've got a recipe with spinach, kale, carrot, cilantro, and ginger, you try to blend it, it would be disgusting. All those greens with all that fiber would be quite bitter, and the carrot-ginger combo would be a chunky mess. But if you use an honest-to-goodness actual juicer, you'll find that the juice from the greens will balance out, the carrot juice will be sweet, and the ginger will provide a burst of flavor with all that root getting in the way. A smoothie recipe will include things like bananas and avocados. You simply can't juice those. They don't have juice. You can absolutely puree them in a blending type situation, but again, juice is a no-go. So that is the number one mistake I see my friends make. They're simply using the wrong tool for the job at hand. And if you've made that mistake too, please know that you're not alone, and it's an easy fix now that you have this information. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I want to address a common belief people have about juicing and help you understand why juicing and blending are both really healthy habits. Have you or anyone you know said the following words? I prefer to use my blender instead of juicing because that way I get all the nutritious fiber. Oh, and there's also this one. Juicing is so wasteful because you throw away so much. I hear these things all the time. And to be honest, before I started juicing, I had similar beliefs. I just didn't understand what was so great about juicing and how it could provide any benefit different from blending. But here's an explanation I got from a doctor that made sense. He said, think of juicing like a vitamin supplement, not a meal to fill you up. That's what smoothies are for. So basically, think of a smoothie like a meal and think of a juice as a vitamin. That makes sense. Here's why. Have you seen those juicing recipes that say to use 1 bunch of spinach? That's a bunch of spinach. Ha ha, joke. Anyway, when you combine it with kale, a few carrots, celery, and some other stuff, there's just no practical way for you to sit down and eat all that. But at the same time, there's no denying the fact that all those greens do have a ton of nutrients and you'll benefit from consuming them. That's where your juicer comes in. Your juicer will extract the juice and nutrients out of those veggies and discard the fiber that you aren't going to need. You don't need it because a juice isn't a meal, remember? And the fiber that you discard does not have that many nutrients anyway. You'll get the vast majority of the nutrients from the juice coming out of those veggies. And the better your juicer, the more nutrients you get. So if you've got a cheap juicer, that'll work for now, kind of. But please keep in mind that the cheaper juicers are not going to have the yield and performance of a higher quality masticating juicer. But if you do have a budget conscious juicer and you're not quite ready to upgrade, that's okay. Please don't get upset or throw anything at me. You'll still get nutritional benefits from juicing, and you're doing better than most people who don't understand juicing like you do. You can just upgrade whenever you're ready. The most important thing I want you to get from this video, other than understanding the difference between juicing and blending, and also realizing that fiber is not some magical creature to worship and cherish, is that juicing is an important part of staying healthy at a time when it is increasingly difficult to get pure nutrients and cleanse your body of toxins. This video is not meant to bash smoothies or say not to make them. I love smoothies. I simply want you to have a better understanding of how smoothies and juices are different and how they each have a place in your healthy lifestyle. Smoothies are fantastic for meal replacements, snacks, and adding protein powders and supplements. Juices are ideal for getting key vitamins, minerals, and micronutrients in quantities that are impossible to consume in a meal. Sound logical? Did that help at all? I'd love to help you on your juicing journey. Whether it's with creative recipes, helping you find a juicer, or showing you how to get the most out of your current juicer, please feel free to send me any comments or questions at jamaica@thehealthycornerstore.com. Thank you for watching and happy juicing.